Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. The Ukrainians successfully destroyed some targets in Crimea. And it's very strange because if you look over the map, and I want to show you the map here, Crimea is not in the center of the hostilities. See, the Crimean Peninsula is right here, and you got this big territory here that is the buffer between Crimea and whatever happens here. And still, the Ukrainians are capable of sending drones and attacking positions, Russian positions in Crimea. So I have here three articles, two from from the Ukrainian side and one from the Russian side. They basically say the same thing. There were some drones destroying some oil depots and storage areas. I'm going to show you in the first article. Oil depot. Okay, well, that's one of them. This article comes from the New Voice of Ukraine today, Saturday, July 22nd, 2023. Ukraine confirms successful destruction of Russian oil depot and warehouses, plural, in occupied Crimea. Another article coming from Ukrainska Pravda says Ukraine's armed forces report on destruction of oil depot and ammunition storage points in Crimea. And then we have the Russians saying Kiev strikes ammunition depot in Crimea. So let's start with the first right here with the warehouses. So the Ukrainian armed forces have officially confirmed the successful destruction of an oil depot and warehouses, plural, belonging to the Russian military in the occupied village of Oktyabrske, Krasnohovardiske district in Russian-occupied Crimea, the armed forces of Ukraine said on Telegram July 22nd. So let's see where that is. So it is right here in the Crimean Peninsula, right in the center of it. So the Ukrainians were capable on hitting right here, this area. So in the middle, in the center, with the drones, let's make it like this, coming from here somewhere. So they crossed all this and they traveled here. Or maybe they went this way. Or maybe they were launched even from the Crimean Peninsula, which is kind of like, I don't know, that's daring. So, and also shared a video showcasing the destruction of the warehouses and the oil depot to provide evidence of the operation. News site News of Donbass suggested that one of the armed forces' targets was a disused airfield near Oktyabrske, where the Russian occupation forces had likely established a warehouse for equipment and ammunition. The other target appears to have been the nearby oil depot situated alongside the railroad tracks. On Saturday, July 22nd, a series of explosions were heard in Crimea, leading to a fire situated near the village of, as I said many times, situated approximately 43 kilometers from Sevastopol. So that is from here, right here, Sevastopol. So it's not a big difference, a big distance, but it's still in the Crimean Peninsula. Crimean Puppet Head confirmed reports of an ammunition depot being hit by a drone attack. The detonation was so powerful that the Russian occupying forces had to evacuate residents from nearby settlements and halt railway traffic, I think on a radius of 5 kilometers. Here is the same from this guy's oil depot and ammunition storage, the same thing. They don't say what kind of drones they used, but let's see what the Russians are saying. A Ukrainian drone has resulted in an explosion of an ammunition depot. One drone, a drone. All right, they say. So in the Crimean Peninsula, governor said on Saturday, according to preliminary information, the incident has not resulted in any casualties, he added. And this is what he wrote on Telegram. A decision has been made to evacuate the population within a 5-kilometer radius from the site of the emergency and place them in temporary accommodation facilities. So Crimea has repeatedly been targeted by Ukrainian drones and missile attacks. Well, so what are you going to do about it? Nothing. Nothing. You can't, be like the Ukrainians, being able to destroy all the incoming missiles, obviously, because the Ukrainians use American-made weapons. So the Russians are still using the plows to hit the missiles, according to these guys, or they want us to believe that. But hey, a lot of people do believe that, unfortunately, and those lot of people are also voting in elections. So yes. No problem. My point here is the Ukrainians will continue to hit targets with drones. I wonder what's going to happen when the Ukrainians will receive better and more missiles from from NATO, or maybe put it the other way around. I wonder when NATO will move more precise and longer range missile systems that could hit deeper. What targets will they hit, and what could the Russians do? I have another article ready for you. Maybe that is a hint, and I was talking about that hint for many times already, and includes, unfortunately, nuclear weapons. Thank you very much for being with me again today. This is what I said. The Russians might reach the point where they will have to, in their view, utilize this crazy nuclear arsenal. I hope it doesn't get to that point, but we have here some who think that the Russians are just bluffing and they will not use it just because they will not use it. I doubt they will not use that as an example somewhere. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.